as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned. Right now, more than 17 million veterans don't have their full benefits. And if that sounds something familiar, either for yourself or a family member, now is the time to act. With this company, what they offer is free consultations with the medical team so they can figure out how they can best help you. And what they provide is board-certified doctors with experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical documentation for both physical and mental conditions, and the services that they provide include nexus letters, telehealth evaluations, DBQs, TDIU, aid and attendance, and so much more. What you're going to do is you're going to click the link that's in the description of this video and sign up for a free consultation. Make sure you do me a favor, share this, and also tag a veteran. Let's help more people get every single thing that they have earned.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a good day. It's a great morning out there. I know I'm having a good morning. It started early, very early today. But I've already been trading. Text messages with Bestie this morning. Who is here? She is definitely here. Yeah, it's been interesting so far. I've got some stuff planned for you guys. I started the show early because we're gonna end the show early. I actually have training I need to get into today. Yeah, there's a couple things here. There's this story going around. This is a fight that happened in Little Rock, and I've got two separate videos on it.
He just came in here, shoved this fucking steak in her face! 10 million per child. 10 million per child followers. You fucked with the wrong family.
10 million per child followers. What does that mean? Like you're in a fight with someone, a very loud fight in the middle of a restaurant, and you're yelling 10 million followers? Okay, that's not the flex I would use.
You fucked with the wrong family.
30 million followers. Get the owner up here. Get him up here. Call the police.
Get out. Sir, you
call the police.
Excuse me. You don't know what the fuck going on, sir.
They're racist.
So this is where the fight gets really big. But yeah, 10 million followers, and they were told to get out. And they're arguing. I don't know what this fight was over.
Oh my God.
And this is really, I'll show you right now. This is really why I wanted to bring this up. Look at this woman right here in the middle of the skirmish holding a baby. Like, this just pisses me off. The CPS needs to take this child away from this woman. When there's a conflict like that and you're bringing a child and you're holding them rather than putting them in a safe spot, yeah, I've got a problem. Again, you're seeing people from the restaurant asking them to please leave. Yeah, you're seeing several people from the place telling them, look, please leave, while they're yelling that someone's going to jail. And that may be true. It may be true. Someone may be going to jail. But you're probably going to as well. You've been asked to leave and you're refusing to leave. You're definitely trespassed from the place. So this is, I do have another video of the same thing. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because there are multiple angles, multiple opinions out there. Little Rock Steakhouse owner accused of shoving steak in customer's face and punching her in alleged racially motivated attack. A customer named Francesca Holmes at Arthur Steakhouse in Little Rock, Arkansas, claims the owner shoved a steak directly in her face, then punched her during an altercation. The woman alleges it was racially motivated. Arthur Steakhouse has not responded. So here's the post. This is a different angle. Okay, baby girl. Bestie wants me to call her baby girl. Here, I'll put that up on the... I'm sitting here at Arthur Steakhouse trying to enjoy my birthday and Mother's Day with my family. Tell me why the owner shoves a steak in a girl's face, and the situation escalates to him punching her in the face. The situation was fully racially motivated. I mean, it may be true. We're just not seeing proof of it in this, but let's watch the other angle.
Oh my God.
This one, I thought this one had a different angle on it. I apologize. There is another video out there of a different angle. I thought this one was it. I must have sent myself the wrong one. But that child, that woman holding that child, just crazy. Just crazy. And I also have some fun stuff for you guys. You've all heard of Elf on a Shelf. Have you seen Conway Twitty on a titty? That made me laugh so hard. And you guys know I love Conway Twitty. I'll talk about this one. This one's been making the rounds. I saw it, and this is a Muslim immigrant who works at Walmart, who starts harassing a American woman who is in the store filming. Apparently, she was recording for her Facebook Live her shopping and was talking about like some of the items in the clearance. So here we will watch this one. And yes, TC, you can share whatever link. You that's why you got the wrench. You can do it.
Oh, don't take a video. We're not.
Why? I don't care about what you're allowed to do.
No, don't take a video.
Don't tell Americans what to do.
Hey, Marisol.
I video record.
No, we're not allowed to post in public.
I don't. No, I am in America.
She's taking video from us. She's saying
Can you back her up? I literally am recording myself looking at jeans and she's running up on me. No, you need to back up. I don't care. Back up.
You can take a game. No. What the
Watch your mouth. You're allowed to cuss? Watch your mouth. Like literally. No, can I?
go against the Muslim people. Yes,
I don't care.
Yeah.
But in America, we can record in public.
Everyone has a right.
I don't care.
Everyone has a right.
Yeah, to record in public. First Amendment.
No, we're Muslim.
So what? Go back to where you came from. We're in America. Here, I'll get a close up.
If you post this video,
I'm posting. I'm live right now. I'm live right now. I'm literally live on Facebook.
I love that. And that's, if you guys recall, when I was attacked over Glory. It was, when they were like, hey, no, you have to leave with your dog. I was like, okay, well, I'm not leaving. I want the sheriff here. And I then said, okay, I'm going to sit down. And I didn't like turn the camera on them. What I did, I knew people will get physical. So what I did was I turned the camera onto myself and started recording. So they couldn't say I was recording them. The only way that anybody could be on camera is if they walked into the foreground. So that was how I did it. And there's a lot of people, a lot of First Amendment auditors and stuff, they will turn the camera, and then the people say, don't put the camera in my face. It's actually better if you then like turn it at yourself and then turn with your back to them, because then clearly the camera's not in their face, it's in your face.
Facebook. Literally live. So I don't need to post. But you need to stop messing with Americans. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Yeah, we'll see. I'll stand right here then. Let's see. Let's see if Walmart's gonna stand up. Let's see if Walmart's gonna stand up for your religious beliefs.
Now, I will say Walmart can absolutely trespass you. They can trespass you for any reason. That's why, they always we have the right to refuse service for any reason. But this woman telling her she can't record, no, you can record in Walmart. People do it every single day. Every single day. Just because you don't want to be on camera, well, then go take a job where you're not interacting with the public. There's lots of them.
I can't record myself shopping now. I was recording myself looking at the clearance, and you ran up on me and told me what to do. That was very weird. Why did you just park right here? Are you just butting in? Another American, right? Yeah,
Yeah, this woman right here, she's definitely a Budinsky. Definitely a Budinsky. Like, she wants to be a part of it.
Management over here. This is ridiculous. Don't worry, I won't come back here. They can ask me to leave. They can ask me to leave. I'll never come back. I promise I'll never come back. This is America. What is wrong with you guys? I don't care about Muslim. What are you talking about? So I'm supposed to care more about you?
Just because you're Muslim doesn't mean that everyone else has to conform to your thing. You could be Mormon. Doesn't matter. Everyone else has their freedoms. Your freedoms don't trump anyone else's. Yes, and oh, why is this? Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna fix that, and then we'll go back to there. We go. Wouldn't that employee stating if you post this, you're done, and gesturing again, like slicing across the throat, wouldn't that be considered death threat? Yes, it would. Yes, it would. And yes, she did do that.
Aren't you guys supposed to be working? They were literally standing over there running their mouth. Yeah, they're on the clock, running their mouth and messing with customers. And apparently, she just wants to get right in the middle of it. Yeah, have a good day.
No, you're not leaving.
I'm going wherever I want. You think you're about to stop me from leaving? I don't work for Walmart. Are you crazy?
I work.
I don't.
I told you to delete that video.
No, I'm not gonna delete it. You're not gonna tell me what to do. Are you crazy?
And you can't take a video from people. Randy.
I can take
Yes,
a
you
video in public in America. You better leave me alone. Yeah, please go back to work. No, you're not gonna stop me.
To be in the video and post in public.
But I am. I'm allowed.
But then why you been taking video from?
Are you getting violent? Back up. No. Now I'm literally intentionally videoing this. I was video recording clearance. But now I'm intentionally recording this. There goes another one.
Hey, she's taking video from us.
Hi. Maybe you're calm. I was standing over here on the clearance rack. I was recording. These two were over here talking, just gossiping, running their mouth. She's seen my camera and came up to me and told me what I can and cannot do and created a big scene. I'm not allowed to record because she's Muslim. I record my interactions in public. I was recording the clearance, and she keeps trying to tell me what I can do. Please remove her from me so I can continue my shopping. I'm going to go over to the beauty section now. I just wanted to check out the clearance racks. I'm not deleting anything. Go back to work.
Please tell her. We're not allowed our family. Look what
Here
is
you go.
she doing.
I am recording because you keep bothering me.
Yeah, you have to walk away.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Please delete that video.
I'm not deleting anything. Go away. I am literally on live right now. Leave me alone. You're crazy. Stop attacking Americans.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Because
Like, yeah, you can't. All these people. Who the hell told these people you can't record in public? Yes, you can. The First Amendment, you can record in public all day long. Yeah, TC is going to be raising awareness for veteran suicide, and he has his Give, Send, Go. Please support TC. As you guys all know, he's here with us. He's great, and I think he's doing a great thing for people. So yeah, please support TC. I'm trying to pull up this next one. So this next one, oh, I gotta make it smaller. This next one is, so there was a video that went out about they did the UFC at the White House, right? And they did its own special belt for the UFC. And they did this, and this photograph, this very large piece of art, was in the background of Dana White's video. And that's all anyone talked about. So this is his response to everybody being very upset about this piece of art of clearly people having sex in the that was in the background. Okay.
His name Richie Sachs called me up one day and said, "I got you a gift." And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice of you." He says, "Send me a check for $200,000 and I'll send it to you." And I go, "What kind of a gift is that?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Are you in or you out?" I said, "All right, I'm in." Sent him a check for $200,000.
Here's a question. Will you give me $200,000?
You giving me a gift?
Actually, we're not supposed to film in Walmart. It's part of the store policies, but I do it anyway because their policies don't trump American rights. Yeah, and that's why she said they can trespass her because they can have a policy that says no, and she can be trespassed. But that woman saying that she has to delete it, she can't post it, all that stuff. No, people can film in public. And here's the thing: if you think you're gonna witness a crime, you should film in public. You 100% should be filming in public. So there we go. But yeah, back to this piece of artwork.
Are you in or are you out?
No, I'm out.
Damn. I mean, I just beat Dana White in a game of chicken, but I didn't get the 200.
So I sent him 200 grand. He sends me this, right? I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. Women come into my office all the time. My kids were little then, so I couldn't hang it up in my house, so I put it in storage. A few months later, we end up doing a fight in Japan, and another guy that we buy art from in London was there, and he says, "Hey, I heard you got the Iraqi Yakuza. What'd you do with it?" And I said, "I put it in storage." And he's like, "Are you crazy?" So the photographer's name is Iraqi. That is a real Yakuza, Japanese mafia. And the tattoos tell the story of what family he's from. And that's his girlfriend. And he goes, "That picture is worth $1.2 million. And I go, "Get the fuck out of here." This is my bar.
So yeah, that was everyone was all up in arms about that photo. I mean, here's the thing. It's in his office. I probably, if it's his personal office, I'm okay with it. I think if it's an office where he's routinely got people coming in, it's probably going to make people feel uncomfortable. I get why he's got kids. I get why he doesn't want it in his house. But I also get that, it's worth quite a bit. And people were making a very big deal of it, but there's the story about it. So I appreciate Dana White, talking about that story. It's two consenting adults in the picture, so it's it's not graphic itself. Yeah, they're clearly having sex, but you can't see any genitalia or anything. So I mean, I can understand, sometimes art has to be provocative. I get it. I've seen way worse. So, but I just find it funny. And, especially when people get a lot of money, like Dana White, they get a little bit, what's the term? They get a little bit, where, they do stuff like that. To me, it wasn't a big deal, even when they were doing it. People were talking about it, and he did put out a statement on it. Hey, Larry and Sansi, good to see you. Which, by the way, good morning to everyone. I didn't welcome everyone. So, good morning, Larry and Sansi, TC, AVA, Jem Baroque, Bestie, Stacy Woodson, Miss Jams. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is there anyone that I missed? Sorry about Hellhound. Good morning to you. Trying to see if there's anyone I missed. I think, Georgie's mama. Good morning. Good to see you guys. Sorry. I was just so eager to get into things today. Oh, of course. You can, TC, you can share that campaign as much as you want here. Gregory Fashy, drinking instant coffee. Welcome. Good to see you. I hope. You're in New Zealand? It's 1 a.m. in New Zealand time. I think you're the first person from New Zealand that's been watching my show in a while. When I first started kind of catching fire, 2 years ago, yeah, I had some New Zealanders, and I just haven't seen them in a while. But it's good to see you. Drinking instant coffee at night. I don't know if I could do that. I've done that when I had duty in the military. Let's see. Lawsuit filed to stop Trump's blue repainting of the Lincoln Memorial reflecting full. A nonprofit dedicated to promoting informed stewardship of what the fuck is informed stewardship? of Historic Landmarks asked a federal judge on Monday to halt the Trump administration's painting of the Lincoln Memorial's reflective pool, which has long featured a gray basin blue. Here's my question. Did you file a lawsuit when they were taking down the statues? Did you do that? If not, you kind of need to shut up. Hey, Wise Angel, good morning. Having a matcha tea. Good. The lawsuit filed in federal court in Washington, D.C. by the Cultural Landscape Foundation argues the project violates federal laws requiring the Interior Department to complete a consultation process that includes notifying the public of the plans and getting input from other federal agencies before beginning the work. The group also says the project runs afoul of federal law requiring the department to issue an assessment of how the paint job would impact the government. Or the environment, I'm sorry. The lawsuit is the latest challenge to Trump's effort to remake a slew of cultural and historic institutions and sites in the nation's capital. Other groups have asked federal courts to stop the president from moving forward with work on the massive new ballroom at the White House, construction of an arch similar to Paris's Arc de Triomphe, and the painting of a federal office building adjacent to the White House. Here's the thing about all of these lawsuits, they're all going to be dismissed. Like, lack of standing. Like, okay, saying that it violates federal law because the Interior Department has to complete a consultation process notifying the public. I guarantee you that's for a contract. Because yeah, you're putting forward a government contract. And if you're not a contractor, it's hard to show how you have been damaged. If you're the Cultural Landscape Foundation, to do a lawsuit, you have to show damages. Gregory Fasci is just beginning. Okay. But yeah, you have to show damages. And if you can't show damages, your lawsuit's going to be dismissed for lack of standing. And how Trump is getting around a lot of these laws is he's just adding these type of things to existing contracts. They're called change of sorry, and I'm an idiot for not being able to say this because I deal with them all the time. Change of scope, change of work. So you could get a contract and start working on it, and sometimes just be issued the contract, and then the government comes back and say, hey, we're actually going to have you do things a little bit different. And they do a change order. And this is actually a lot of contractors like myself make big money is in those change orders, because now as a contractor, I'm already assigned to this project, and now they're changing things. And that's where I can say, okay, well, I did get the contract as the lowest bidder, but now you're changing things, so now you can't rebid the project because I've already been awarded it. So now I can actually change or charge more money, or say, okay, yeah, this is going to cost me this. And for contractors, it's a very big way to make a little bit more money. And when you're like me and you've dealt with contracts both on the government side and on the private side, you learn, oh yeah, change orders, that's where you, as a contractor, you can make big money. Now, there are limitations, like the change order can't go over a certain percentage of the contract, or it has to go out for rebid. But the Trump administration has been doing these things very smart. That's why all these legal challenges, in the last year have been failing. Well, a year and a half now. They've all been failing because the Trump administration, they learned from their first term, and now they know how to get these things done. And they're like, yeah, we'll just take an already existing project and do a change order and just say, hey, we want you to do this too, or we're going to have you do this instead of this. It happens all the time in the government. And it's, I'm sure people are going to be up in arms about it, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can sue. You need to have standing, which means you had to have sustained some type of damage. And I don't see where the Cultural Landscape Foundation, I don't see where they have been damaged. Let me go through the rest of the story. a blue tinted basin more appropriate to a resort or theme park? It just looks nice. Blue water just looks nice. Is fundamental to the solemn and hallowed visual and spatial connection between the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Memorial. Like, you want it to be green, because that's what it's going to turn into, is like a green, swampy. The DC was built over a swamp. The water is swampy water. It's going to have algae and, mosquitoes. I understand you don't want it to be a pool, like a pool in your backyard, and you don't want to filter. That's fine. So just running the water through it and keeping the bottom painted blue is going to make it look nice. I don't see any problem with that. Speaking of lawsuits, watch out for a certain bullhorn-wielding Floridian issuing the Proudfoot family and the police of that county. What, I don't know what you're talking about, Wise Angel. You have to be a little bit more specific. Yeah, he praised it for its new American flag blue coating. I mean, that's fair. I think it'll look nice. And here's the thing. I want our monuments to be taken care of. And we haven't always done a good job about that. The president said at the time the renovation cost $1.8 million, but federal records show a price tag more than 7 times that number. Atlantic Industrial Coatings, a Virginia company, has been awarded a no-bid contract totaling $13.1 million. And I guarantee you, okay, coming at this as a contractor, a federal contractor, a no-bid contract, American Industrial Coatings, I guarantee you, is what they call a minority or a disadvantaged small business. It's probably a veteran or minority owned. And yeah, guess what? Companies like mine, we get no bid contracts. 13.1 million? Yeah, that's pretty standard for this type of project. This company is probably going to make just under $1 million on this. That's going to be their profit. That's a small business. Like, this isn't Halliburton doing this. And asked about the new lawsuit, an Interior Department spokesman said in a statement that the new blue color will enhance the visitor experience by making the pool reflect the Grand Lincoln Memorial and Washington Monument. So it's going to reflect the images more. They touted other changes being made at the site with the maintenance of the interior pool's water quality. They're proud of the work being carried out by our Park Service to ensure the magical spot can be enjoyed for not only our 250th, but for many generations to come. Yeah. I guarantee they're suing over it being a no bid, but as I'm looking at this, 13.1 million. Yeah, that's a small enough project. If it were, I believe, it's hard to say if it's a large project, because a large project gets defined differently by the different industries. So this would be, this could be considered a construction/renovation project. And if I remember correctly, what defines that as a large or small project is it's either 36 or 34 million. Anything above that, they have to do large bids. Anything below that, I believe that's what it is. It varies by industry, and they actually do these federal classification codes, and then the company has to have a cage code that says these are what we do, and each cage code is unique to every business, and so they have to be already put into the federal government, like into the system. They have to be in there, have to be showing that they're making money. They have to meet all these rules. And from what I'm seeing, this absolutely meets all the rules. I don't see where this is going to get stopped. It might get a district judge that stops it, but it'll go up to the appeals court because, see, if it gets stopped, this company right here can then countersue and say, we are being damaged. We are following the rules, And this nonprofit is stopping us from making money because they just don't like Trump. Yeah. Yeah, they're saying without immediate judicial intervention, defendants will face a iconic American landmark in open violation of congressionally mandated procedures. I think that's even a very weak thing to stand on them in it of itself, because it's just being coded. That's not irreparable harm. Like, people have pools. They get coded all the time. You can take the coating off. So I don't see how it's it deface an American icon. Excuse me. I don't see how that's permanent and immediate need. I don't, yeah. I saw something yesterday about a new scam. Someone calls a landlord, asks if they have Section 8, and if they say yes, they get a lawsuit. I might have that backwards. I would actually defer to Georgie, who probably knows more about this than me. Not every I would imagine that it's only landlords who fall under HUD rules, and HUD rules are if you own more than, is it 4 properties? I could be wrong. It's not my area of expertise. And yeah, everything, like, complete a consultation process that includes notifying the public of the plans and getting input from other federal agencies before beginning the work. It's a small project. I don't think this is. I've never seen where this is necessary for something like that. Like, input from other federal agencies. There could be some laws about federal memorials and landmarks that I'm not familiar with, but I can tell you, as far as the the contracting process, that is not correct. That would be true of a larger job. And then the assessment of how the paint job would impact the environment. Um, uh, yeah, I don't like. It's probably they probably do have restrictions on what types of paint and the approvals of the paint ahead of time, and so that it falls under previous what do they call it? Like, a previous assessment. Hey, EPA, we're doing this project, we're using these pre-approved paints and chemicals, and that also exists. Any property can qualify to be a HUD. No, but I'm talking about if it's mandatory. Yeah, I'm talking about if it's there's a. I do know that, like, it's like, I can't remember if it's 410, but there's a certain amount where, and I only know this because of emotional support animals. People are like, well, I'm going to get my emotional support animal and take the litter to my landlord, and they have to accept my dog. I'm like, how many properties does your landlord own? Because if they're over the mandatory amount, yeah, you're fine. If they're under, they can say, no, you're not bringing your freaking dog or your cat or your chicken here. So that's the other thing. And that's how I have some understanding, but I don't fully know. I'll look it up. Uh, Landlords who participate in HUD's Housing Choice Voucher Program, commonly called Section 8, agree to follow federal rules. Well, that's an agreement on both. And for Section 8, yeah, you're right. No one's required. Even very large, like you could have a whole big apartment building and be like, no, I'm not accepting Section 8. Make sure you guys check out TC's Give, Send, Go and support him. TC does a lot of good for people. This is eligibility, lead paint disclosures, tenant screening. Yeah, I don't. Let me go back here. It says mandatory compliance. Let's see what this one says. Oh, I believe you that every state is different. Mandatory compliance deadline be extended. These are for vouchers though. So if you don't accept the voucher program, so it must not be mandatory unless if you're in the voucher system. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not an expert on that, so I mean, I'm learning like you guys. We're not mandated. Here, let me put this up. We're not mandated to accept HUD as private rental property owners. It's our choice to apply and qualify to accept HUD. Yeah. So I think that's the answer. Is that yeah? It's only if you want to partake in the program. But if they are in the program, that's probably the scam that like people are probably just calling and asking questions, trying to get a bad answer, recording it, and then saying, okay, I'm suing. I could see that. Oh, you started researching. That's here we have the War Memorials Trust here, who care for all of our main war memorials and war graves. Yeah, and we have that too. So our national cemeteries are a different aspect of the government, and then we have there's a lot of different rules here in the U.S. I know you guys have the different trusts, and those are good. We have our national park system, which are kind of the same thing, a little bit different, but you can be registered as a national historic place or a national landmark, and each of those require different. Yeah, they each require different rules. Some are self-funded. Some can receive government funding. Like I'll give you an example. So Trump, his his ex-wife, mother of his children, died, and they buried her on one of his golf courses up in New Jersey, and they then got the golf course designated as a cemetery because there's bodies on it now, and that actually makes it like partially tax deductible. So Trump knows these rules, and he knows ways around these rules. Would I go to a Star Wars themed cantina? Yeah, I would love to build one out here. Royal British Legion is supposed to look after the rest. Our local memorials that are 9 to 10 times uh, don't local veteran hubs are. Yeah, I've actually got a video that I had started that I haven't finished, where I went to a Los Angeles memorial to in a traditionally Hispanic area, and it's a memorial to Hispanic veterans, and it's greatly in disrepair. Greatly in disrepair. I just haven't finished the video. I should finish it. I've got like 2 or 3 videos that are like sitting where they're like 80% done, and I just kind of work on them and then I keep them in the can, as they say, and then yeah, I'll release them then. I am looking at the time, guys. I do have to wrap this up because I am going to get going. I've got a busy day. I'm in training today. And it's going to be a good day. All right. Thank you guys for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned. Right now, more than 17 million veterans don't have their full benefits. And if that sounds something familiar, either for yourself or a family member, now is the time to act. With this company, what they offer is free consultations with the medical team so they can figure out how they can best help you. And what they provide is board-certified doctors with experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical documentation for both physical and mental conditions, and the services that they provide include nexus letters, telehealth evaluations, DBQs, TDIU, aid and attendance, and so much more. What you're going to do is you're going to click the link that's in the description of this video and sign up for a free consultation. Make sure you do me a favor, share this, and also tag a veteran. Let's help more people get every single thing that they have earned.